Peace and love, gamers and players. Colorwind here with your February update for 2026. Last month went better than I thought it was going to be perfectly honest. I didn't think I would end up doing a whole lot, but I brought back Colorwind History, I brought back Colorwind Reacts, and I even brought back Colorwind News. I'm quite surprised by how I did that, and to the point that I'm actually not entirely sure I did it correctly. um, Specifically, history and news. Uh, I need to work on my workflow on that because some of the history projects that I wanted to do, anniversaries, ended up late. There's some that should have come out this past week that I am not going to get out until this week. And Colorway News, you only got two of them because I really didn't do a good job of like curating news stories and what it is that I wanted to cover. So this month, I'm going to kind of focus on fixing that so that I get these out in a more timely manner, and also so that I don't post things too late. Um, as a result, I think Colorwind Talks and Colorwind Gossip might come back, especially Gossip because that's going to be tied in with news. Since Colorwind Gossip is the show where I talk about stuff that's not as fact based, like whenever an executive says something, or whenever someone's talking a whole lot about a new game that just came out and you want to know the consensus. That's what Colorwind Gossip is for. It's not really. It's like current event based, but it's not fact based. So that's why it's a separate show. Um, since I'm kind of organizing my workflow for Colorwind News, Colorwind Gossip is inevitably just going to be wrapped into that since it's got the same kind of thing. Colorwind Talks is the only one that I kind of am not sure if it'll be back this month just because I just need something that I want to talk about. And so far, there hasn't really been anything. I kind of thought about talking about High Guard, but I still haven't played the game yet. And even before it, kind of like a lot of people, I was kind of like, I don't really care. So I ended up not even doing that because I didn't really have much to say. But yeah, so kind of fixing my workflow with Colorwind History and News is going to be the focus of my month, which means Colorwind Gossip will probably return. You're obviously going to see episodes in those shows as well. Colorwind Talks, I just don't know if it'll be ready in time and if I'll have a subject to actually do something about as a result of me focusing on the workflow of history and news. The Keeper playthrough is now done. I streamed that back last year. I did all the episodes this month. I did 2 videos a week, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that going forward just because I kind of like the idea of doing just one episode a week. And I noticed that I just keep on pushing more and more of treating this channel like a television channel, like from a network, like an NBC or ABC or something like that. And they will roll out episodes once a week. It's very, very, very rare that they post 2 episodes a week, and I think I like that cadence of just once a week. So, with that in mind, I have a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. Stuff that I've talked about before, like the Bioshock playthrough, for example. Um, it's not ready, but it's underway, and I just don't have a ready date yet. So in terms of Let's Plays, this month is going to be, I think, a little bit lighter, especially because I do again like the one video a week per playthrough thing. Um, Tomb Raider is continuing on Mondays, but the episodes will just be ready as they're ready because I'm still streaming the game. I still haven't finished it, so the episodes are ready when they are. I'm almost done with the game, so I would like to finish it this coming month, but I just don't know. It's actually for that reason. You may have noticed that I've restarted my playthrough of Super Metroid also on stream. The reason why you're not seeing episodes of that yet is because I'm trying to avoid what I did with Tomb Raider, where they're not ready in time. I haven't streamed in a while, and I don't have enough footage to make episodes, so I'm kind of holding on to it until I have enough so that I don't have to worry about that. Um, in its place, so to speak, um, I have edited my Darksiders playthrough from several years back as a backlog purge. I have actually rebranded the original VODs, which were backlog purge live episodes. I'm not doing that whole live version of a show anymore. So it's since that they're just VODs, I just rebranded it as Colorwind Streams, as that's what that show is. It's just my VOD series, and I'm editing the episodes into episodes. I have 4 done. They're going to start this month. I don't know when because I still need to do metadata, thumbnails, that kind of thing. It might pop up this month, or excuse me, this week. It might come up this week. And I am thinking about a Wednesday time slot, but I don't know. I don't know. I might also experiment a little bit with the time because I was thinking about having a second time slot for when I want to post things. I normally post my long form videos at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I'm wondering about a 2 p.m. Pacific time for an alternative time slot so I can post other things earlier or later. I don't know. I'm going to try it out. Um, but the last thing I will say is some of the things that I have building up. I am thinking about, again, as I'm treating this more and more like a network TV channel. I think about like how they do their shows and like, hey, when a network does a full season of I don't know what's a network show like an old. I'll use an old show as an example of like um, Game of Thrones when HBO would do that. Usually, by the time we got to see them, all the episodes had already been recorded for that season. They were done, and it was just a matter of them rolling them out, right? Even nowadays, when you have like a streaming service that's doing things like Amazon Prime and the Fallout series, the episodes are already done, and they're just rolling them out every I think it's Wednesday or Tuesday. They're already done. So you don't have to worry about them necessarily missing a week because they've already been shot, they've already been edited, they've already been completed. And I'm starting to think maybe that's how I should do things so that you don't have to worry about something not being ready for a week. Again, going back to what I said about my Tomb Raider playthrough, the reason why they don't go up every Monday is that sometimes I haven't recorded the footage yet. And then I have to edit it and all that stuff. So going forward, maybe that's something I want to try to do. Maybe I play through the whole game on my own time, and then once that's done and I've edited everything, you start seeing the episodes, right? So you never have to worry about missing something. I don't know, something that I've been thinking about, something that I'm contemplating with the different things and projects and playthroughs that I'm recording. Um, I mentioned the Bioshock one because I've been mentioning that a long time, but that's not the only one that I am contemplating on doing. So that's pretty much the update for February. Um, yeah, I think content will be a little light. It's going to be 2 minute episodes when they're ready, and Darksider content eventually, and then history and news episodes and reacts when they're ready as well. So it's you're gonna be getting content, but there's nothing really set in stone scheduled yet. And honestly, it looks like February is gonna be a little bit more how I thought January was gonna be. But hey, it is what it is, and I don't feel burned down. I don't feel overwhelmed. That's what's really nice about this. I feel good about what I'm doing. And I do think that it's coming out pretty well. And I like how things are coming out. So, yeah, that's going to be the update for this month. Thank you very much for watching. Peace and love, gamers and players. Colorwind out.